What if you suspect that your ex is hiding money in conjunction with the divorce? Well, my name is Akiva Goldman. I'm the director and founder of Goldman & Associates. Our firm has a primary focus on family law issues here in Michigan. And today we're going to continue our video series designed to educate and inform the public. So please subscribe to our channel. You know, I suppose the question as phrased could be broader. It could be, what if you expect that your ex is hiding money with respect to anything, even not the divorce, even for child support? Because the answer is pretty much the same. The court is not likely to change its order based on your suspicion unless it's supported by some legitimate evidence. So if, for example, somebody says to the court, I only make $20,000 a year, so your support should be based on $20,000, but you can reconstruct that they pay $1,800 a month for an apartment and they pay $500 a month for insurance and they have a $600 a month car and they're paying gas and all this, you can put it together and show they're clearly making more money than they said they were. In that scenario, the court might be interested in looking at it and saying, hey, you know what? We are going to put a different number on there because while he thinks the number of $20,000 is adequate for support, he clearly feels that $40,000 is adequate for his car and his house and his personal needs, and that's the number we're going to use. So the court will very much be receptive to proof that supports a different number. And believe me, the courts have seen many, many times where people exaggerate how much money someone else is making, or they understate how much money they're making in order to get a better, more advantageous child support. But you got to understand something. It's not going to be, you come in there and you say, well, I think he did this, or I think he did that, or he just moved into a nice house only to learn in court that, you know, it's not his house. He's renting it. He's got a lease that he's sharing with 3 other people. It's not going to be enough for you to come in with this innuendo or you think this or you suspect that. Remember, these are courts of law. They function based on evidence and proof. If you've got evidence and proof, bring it. If you've got something and you're not sure if it constitutes evidence and proof, talk to your lawyer about it. Say, look, this is what I think. Do we have something here? Can I get more child support? If I'm right, how much more child support can I get? Because if you figure out that you're right and the amount of child support doesn't support the amount of money you're going to spend on those hearings, it may be better to leave it alone. Another thing you might want to check is talk to your lawyer about, does it make sense to hire a private investigator to get the proof to nail these things down? That would make sense, but it makes sense only if you think there's a big difference between what he said and what he's actually making. If you think she lied about her income and she really has a lot more money, but it's going to take somebody to find it, to dig it up, to go through records, and you don't want to necessarily pay high-priced attorney fees for that kind of thing, you might be able to have a private investigator with the use of some software do a relatively lesser expensive task endeavor in order to, figure that out. Again, you should talk to your lawyer about whether or not it makes sense to engage in that expenditure. If you have any questions about that, reach out and we'll be glad to help you out.